Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 10, powered by Reva University, Quick Heal, Green Lamb Laminates, PolicyBazaar.com and Cucina, co-powered by Mankind Pharma.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back, and now time for the nation's sharpest opinion. So it appears that obviously with the blessings of the Vadra Gandhi family, because they haven't objected to what he said, and he's a Vadra Gandhi family loyalist, PV Narasimha Rao has become the subject of attack for the Congress party via its main man, Shankar Aiyar, former union minister, Congress leader, and very, very close to the Vadra Gandhi family. Ladies and gentlemen, Shankar Aiyar has said that PV Narasimha Rao was a very communal man and said that he is the first BJP Prime Minister of the country. That's his exact word, ladies and gentlemen. Now, interestingly, when there is such a major attack on a former Prime Minister and a very senior Congress leader, PV Narasimha Rao, you would have expected the Congress to speak more than a word. You would have expected the Congress to issue a press release or a clarification, or at least distance itself from the thoughts of Shankar Aiyar. But no, they have been silent, and in their silence is absolute complicity. And the reality is, ladies and gentlemen, that anybody who is not from the Vadra Gandhi family and becomes a very senior leader and a prime minister is considered an interloper by the family and its loyalists like Shankar Aiyar. And that's why they hate PV Narasimha Rao. They insult him every day, ladies and gentlemen. They take every opportunity to try and humiliate him, knowing fully well that he is the person who heralded the era of liberalization in the country. Whenever it is convenient to them, they take ownership for liberalization. And whenever it is inconvenient for them, they attack and attempt to disgrace Narasimha Rao. What is the basis for these kind of insults? Now, some people may say we must not take Shankar Aiyar seriously, but then, do you remember the Chaiwala comment on the eve of the 2014 elections? I believe that statement was also done with the full endorsement of the Vadra Gandhi family, because at some basic level, the Vadra Gandhi family feels they're entitled to rule India. And they see Narendra Modi as a person who's taken away that right from them. And Narendra Modi's constant attack on dynasts who are not deserving makes them conscious of their own reality, ladies and gentlemen. That is why they actually support these kind of insults. The more you attack people, insult Narendra Modi, insult other leaders, insult Narasimha Rao, the more satisfied the Vadra Gandhi family gets. And at the end of the day, what is Shankar Aiyar's ever achievement? What has he achieved? All he has done is be a very, very good sycophant of the Vadra Gandhi family. His biggest achievement is that of being a professional sycophant. A professional sycophant, ladies and gentlemen, has made this comment, and I can turn around and ask 20,000 questions to Shankar Aiyar. He was always a rubber stamp for the Vadra Gandhis, ladies and gentlemen, and anyone who has challenged the Vadra Gandhi family has been shown the door. The insult to Narasimha Rao proves, and the silence of Priyanka and Rahul prove, that nothing has ever changed or nothing will ever change in the Vadra Gandhi family. The reality is that Mallikarjun Kharge has no power in the party. The power entirely rests with the Vadra Gandhi family. Mallikarjun Kharge is therefore a rubber stamp. But PV Narasimha Rao was not a rubber stamp. He was a decisive, if sometimes controversial, but he was a leader and a Prime Minister of India in a very critical time. He took some very critical decisions. Ladies and gentlemen, when the party does not change its mindset, when it endorses a statement like this of Shankar Aiyar, should it not be seen as the position of the party itself? I think it should. Now let's debate.
A trusted Gandhi family aide and a Congress leader for 3 decades, Shankar Aiyar resorted to openly attacking former Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao.
The whole of the 1990 story is told in this book. It's when I discovered how communal, how Hindu-oriented P.V. Narasimha Rao was, and it foreshadowed how he would be sitting doing puja while the Babri Masjid was brought down. It also foreshadowed P.V. Narasimha Rao calling me in from my Ram Rahim Yatra, which is described in volume 2 of my memoirs, and saying to me, I have no objection to your yatra, but I disagree with your definition of secularism. So I asked Narasimha Rao, but sir, what's wrong with my definition of secularism? He said, Mani, you don't seem to understand that this is a Hindu country. I sat up in my chair and I said, but that's exactly what the BJP says. So in fact, the first BJP Prime Minister of India was not Atal Bihari Vajpayee. The first BJP Prime Minister was Narasimha Rao.
It's not a secret that Congress has disowned the legacy of P.V. Narasimha Rao by allegedly insulting him even in death and now calling him communal.
He says that Narasimha Rao is Hindu-oriented and the communal-oriented and that. So as a member of the family of Mr. Narasimha Rao and being the Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson of Telangana, we really feel aggravated in that, and then we condemn on that because he was never a communal, he was a secular on that, and we feel proud that he is being a Hindu.
Is it because P.V. Narasimha Rao was not a member of Congress's #1 family or a sycophant? The BJP thinks so.
That right from the very beginning, the Gandhi family or the coterie of the Gandhi family could never tolerate the fact that there was someone apart from the Gandhi family named Mr. P.V. Narasimha Rao, who was a non-Gandhi family person and could complete the term of Prime Minister's office, the 5 years term, despite being not from the family. This is the reason as to why he has been humiliated in the past, and the humiliation continues even today. This was the level of disrespect that was shown to P.V. Narasimha Rao ji. So of course, when today Mr. Shankar Aiyar writes the same, this is not a matter of surprise. I believe this is their statement.
Not the first time that Shankar Aiyar has been given a free hand to rant.
मैं आपको वायदा करता हूं कि इस 21वीं सदी में नरेंद्र मोदी कभी भी देश के प्रधानमंत्री नहीं बनेंगे। लेकिन यहाँ आकर चाय का वितरण करना चाहते हैं तो हम उनके लिए कुछ जगह बना रखते हैं। मुझको लगता है कि ये आदमी बहुत नीच किस्म का आदमी है, इसमें कोई सभ्यता नहीं है, और ऐसे मौके पर इस प्रकार की गंदी राजनीति की क्या आवश्यकता?
He says he would do it again.
It is about, sir, you made some statement which was like defaming and insulting a tallest leader and who was a former PM.
You're entitled to your view.
I'm really sorry, we'll have to stop.
No,
This is a bookstore sign.
I am just asking a clear question. So you were insulting a former PM, a Congress leader.
I'll insult even the present PM.
Why so, sir? Why so? You didn't laud or you didn't talk about any other thing, but you clear cut was insulting.
I spoke about 101 things.
Congress is once again in a tough spot. Let's debate.
Mr. Sabharwal, I think the Congress party is supporting the statement, and it is a decision that has been taken by the Congress party to support this attack and insult of Narasimha Rao. There has been not a single comment distancing from it, and there has not been a single comment criticizing it, which means that this is the kind of professional chamchagiri that people like Shankar Aiyar does, and he is a professional psychopath. There is no doubt about it. At a professional level, he's a psychopath. But having said that, why does your party not issue a statement on it? Why does your party not distance from it? Why does your party not speak about it? Why?
That can be Shankar Aiyar's personal view.
No, but why does your party not clarify?
We are clarifying. The party will clarify. The party can clarify. The party must clarify. Because
why is the party not clarifying?
Because, I will definitely see that we should clarify.
No, but why have they not clarified?
Because I think the book release and all these issues are not too much important.
Narasimha Rao is being attacked brutally by a Congress leader who is very close to the Vadra Gandhi family. Why is the Congress party not clarifying? Not distancing?
Shankar Aiyar.
No, why is it not distancing?
Shankar Aiyar in his book, he has pointed out many things,
No, I'm not talking about his book. I'm talking about how he has described PV Narasimha Rao, whose grandson NV Subhash.
PV Narasimha Rao was a secular man and he was a freedom fighter.
But your party says he was a Hindu-oriented man who was doing puja when the Babri Masjid was burnt out.
No.
It says he was a Hindu-oriented man.
He was a Brahmin by caste, there is no doubt.
Nobody's talking about his caste. Why is your party not distancing itself or clarifying this, Mr.
No, Shankar Aiyar should not have spoken like
this.
this.
That is your view. I can say that is your individual view.
Yeah.
I am saying at a party level, you are endorsing it. You are not saying anything about it, which means this is the party line, Mr. Subhash. Which means this is the party line.
No, Narasimha Rao was the Congress president.
No, if he was a Congress president and the Congress is calling him a BJP Prime Minister.
No, Congress has not told.
No,
that is not the official stand of the Congress
comment
party.
has been endorsed by silence and complicity of the Congress party. Mr. Subhash?
No, I am also working with the Congress party.
Mr. Subhash, would you not have expected by now at least a one-line statement or tweet clarifying? Yes. And by not clarifying, what are they indicating?
Exactly. I am just waiting from morning that some of the Congress party leaders, including Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, will at least tweet or at least, the talk about it. They have no guts, they have no dare, they have no answers to talk about, Mr. Narasimha Rao unless it has been endorsed by the, Gandhi Vadra family, which they will not do it. As far as the book is concerned, Mr. Shankar Aiyar wanted to sell the book, but he found that he cannot sell the book. Now he has included some of the pages against Mr. Narasimha Rao, including the Sonia Gandhi has been invited on that, so that his book can be sold by hotcakes on that. How long, Mr. Shankar Aiyar, you wanted to criticize Mr. Narasimha Rao? Without Narasimha Rao, you would, the Congress party would have been in the doldrums. You say that he is the communal. Where is the question of the communalism is coming on that? Narasimha Rao was instrumental in getting the Places of Worship Act in 1991. Narasimha Rao has more minorities. Please mark my word, more minorities in his cabinet from 1991 to 1996. More than 2004 to 2009, 2009 to 2014 in the Manmohan Singh government, the government. What is wrong in being Hindu? What is wrong being Hindu? Narasimha Rao represented whole country. 85% of the people in this country are Hindus. Why do you want to bring the caste, creed, religion into this, the politics and that? Just for your purpose, you wanted to sell your book. You are using his name.
The question being put here.
He's a Congress Prime Minister.
One minute. Here a question goes 2 versus 2. A point is being made and the Congress party's position through its loudmouth. Loudmouth actually is a very good way to describe Mr. Aiyar. Maybe it would be empty loudmouth. Narcissistic and empty loudmouth. But the question here would be, Mr. Mika, and I'll get Sanju next on the debate, that if we are to talk about, first of all, what does he mean by saying he's a Hindu-oriented leader? Was Rajiv Gandhi Muslim-oriented when he overturned the Shah Bano verdict? Was Rajiv Gandhi Muslim-oriented? Ramesh Sabarwal, you are a Rajiv Gandhi fan. Was Rajiv Gandhi Muslim-oriented? Was Rajiv Gandhi Muslim-oriented when he overturned Shah Bano? Was he Hindu-oriented when he gave clearance to Ramanand Sagar's Ramayana? What is this Hindu-oriented thing you have started? Why is the Congress party talking about Hindu-oriented?
Shankar Aiyar is not a grassroots Congress leader,
I don't know, but
he's a former bureaucrat.
No, he's a former minister.
That is
he's
right.
a former minister.
But Narasimha Rao was a Congress
Rajiv
prime
Gandhi
minister.
Hindu-oriented when he allowed the Shilanyas on the disputed land?
Rajiv's cabinet he has worked.
No. What is this Hindu-oriented stuff you've cited? Why have you attacked? Why attack? Mr. Meka, why attack Narasimha Rao and not clarify till now?
Okay.
None of the Congress, the party leaders have really talked about it.
Manishankar Aiyar or any of the motor mouths can go ahead and talk what they want. You can't bring Congress party to answer all the motor mouths. Right? Simple.
Sonia Gandhi was there, Mr.
Congress party.
Sonia Gandhi was there in the presence.
No, you did no. If he's a motor mouth, loud mouth, which I agree he is.
We condemn.
But when he said, अगर मैं आपको बताता हूं कि प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी कभी देश के प्रधानमंत्री नहीं बनेंगे 21वीं सदी में, मगर अगर चाय का वितरण करना चाहे तो हम इंतजाम कर सकते हैं. Was he not speaking on behalf of the Congress party then, Sanju Verma? Because not one statement came out condemning that statement. But the people of the country, remember.
From the party for comments.
Audio.
May I? Arnab?
Listen.
Sanju, change the window. Yeah,
Thank you. Arnab, actually, I think Shankar Aiyar is BJP's lucky mascot. And I say this because before every general election, this man is prone to saying something which completely grounds the Congress's abysmal chances of ever winning a general election. And this has been the case since 2014. और मैं मणिशंकर अय्यर को एक चीज कहना चाहती हूँ, आपकी भविष्यवाणी तो पूरी तरह से गलत साबित हुई. नरेंद्र मोदी won 2 general elections with thumping majority, पर मैं आपको आज लिखकर दे रही हूँ, मणिशंकर अय्यर जी, मैं ये नहीं कहूंगी कि आप नीच हो, मैं ये नहीं कहूंगी कि आप में सभ्यता नहीं है, पर मैं ये जरूर आपको कहना चाहूंगी, even if Rahul Gandhi takes more than 9 lives, because a cat has 9 lives, फिर भी 9 जन्मों के बाद भी वो कभी भारत के प्रधानमंत्री नहीं बनेंगे. आप ये लिख कर ले लीजिए. Now coming to the more important point, Arnab, I am not amused. If you notice, Hindu phobia runs amok within the Congress. I am reminded of the 2021 book by Salman Khurshid, Sunrise over Ayodhya, where he had the audacity to compare RSS and Hindutvavadis with ISIS. So much for the Congress going before elections and Rahul Gandhi putting a Janeyu on top of his kurta and saying ki main to Janeyu dhari Hindu hu. So point number 1, Congress is Hindu phobic. Point number 2, Shankar Aiyar is a blabbermouth who does not know where to stop. Point number 3, I was also perturbed on the comments he made against VP Singh and Arif Mohammad Khan, who was earlier a congressman and now is the sitting governor of Kerala and a bona fide BJP person. He says Arif Mohammad Khan has had many embarrassing twists and turns. Look at the manner in which Shankar Aiyar is addressing constitutional heads, albeit they belong to another party, but that does not give you the right to, undermine their constitutional propriety by attributing loose statements to them. And then he has the audacity to say that VP Singh was devious. The word he has used in his book is VP Singh was devious. Now tell me, Arnab, in 10 seconds I'll complete. On your channel I've done a zillion shows about the I.N.D.I. blah blah alliance. If this is the manner in which the Congress is undermining, we all know VP Singh and Rajiv Gandhi had a fallout, but they were close buddies.
Don't involve my party into this.
So the point is, can any alliance
Don't involve my party into this.
Alliance actually trust the Congress? Because reliability has always been the Congress's Achilles heel.
That can be personal views.
Can I please finish? Who's this man blabbering? You're sitting in the studio, show some decency. I'm finishing my point. I did not interrupt you. Keep quiet
Ramesh Sabarwal.
Yes, Ramesh Sabarwal. I did not heckle you. I don't know who
How
you
much?
are, but please
Why are
learn
you
to
snubbing
listen.
me too much?
Yeah, please learn to listen.
Why are you snubbing me too much? Don't snub too much.
Can I finish? Or not? I don't know who this man is. Can you please ask him?
You want to take 5 minutes?
His name is
Ramesh
Sabarwal, is a very senior AICC member.
I don't need your permission. Last I knew, Arnab Goswami is the anchor of the debate, not you. Anyway, be that as it may, I'll just say this. I have always said that the big problem with the 26 odd fractious parties who've come together to form a so-called alliance, the R factor, the reliability factor.
We are talking about
Narasimha
Rao ji.
The Chandrasekhar government, Congress brought down
the
Narasimha
Rao ji was not the Congress Prime Minister.
Brought down the IK Gujarat government, and now with Shankar Aiyars loose comments on VP Singh, I think this will not go down well with their other alliance partners, with each having prime ministerial ambitions.
I am of a view. No, I am of a view that some things don't change, Mr. Sabharwal, and I'd like to bring in Ratan Sharda and Shubhrashta and Renu Mittal and Shyam Meka, who have not spoken. Just one point, Renu. Let me go to Ratan Sharda and then you and everybody can take it
Can I make a point, Arnab, please?
This is not Mani Shankar Aiyar's view. This is the 10 Janpath view.
No, these are personal views.
This is not Mani Shankar Aiyar's view.
Personal views.
This is the 10 Janpath view.
No.
This is the 10 Janpath view.
Never.
This is the 10 Janpath view.
No.
This is the Sonia Gandhi view.
No.
Please, don't pass judgment over everything before listening to everyone. Please.
Why not? Why not? Okay, I will pass the judgment.
Arnab,
Miss Renu, I will pass the judgment.
Let me finish, please.
No, I didn't even start.
Okay, let her finish and then Ratan Shah the counter after that.
Okay.
You have given the...
Okay, let her go first. Let her go first, Mr. Sharda. Then you come in.
You have given the BJP spokesperson a lot of time. Please, uninterruptedly, I'll just like to speak for 2 minutes. Right. It's no secret that at the time when the Babri Masjid episode was taking place, PV Narasimha Rao was, by the media and by a lot of people, called the first Prime Minister of the BJP. He stood and watched the demolition of the Babri Masjid. People are of the view that he actively participated in it. Whole day he sat and watched TV while the Congress party was in disarray and there was total dismay at what was happening. Mani Shankar Aiyar is a very erudite, learned man. He has also criticized Rahul Gandhi and said that after the Sikh program, I would have voted against it.
I really object that.
Listen. No, please listen. No, listen to me. You have had your say.
Did you call him an erudite man? Did you call him an erudite man?
No. No, it is the collective decision. It is the collective decision of the Congress party and the Congress working party, the working committee and the cabinet.
You have no idea.
On the cabinet.
Yeah, he is an erudite man and Nira Radia is an intellectual.
They are only blaming Narasimha Rao. They are not blaming the Congress party. They are not blaming the Congress party. Let the Congress party understand this. They are not blaming the Congress party. It is the Congress party who has to be blamed, not alone.
No, 1 minute. Renu, 1 minute. Subrata also on the debate. So Ratan Sharda, 1 minute. The question being, Ratan Sharda. No, question being,
Renu. Chance without interrupting them. No, please you have a habit of interrupting anything which you don't like to hear.
Carry on.
You don't have to. You
already proved your intellect by calling Mani Shankar Aiyar as erudite. Can I come in now? You made a very silly point. Let me object to that.
No, my point to you is, sir. 1 minute. Renu, on an aside, faking an accent does not make you erudite. Faking an accent does not make you erudite. Please continue.
No, don't pick on words. Listen to the whole thing.
Being a Stefanian doesn't make you erudite.
The goings on in the Babri Masjid, and I was there in Ayodhya on 6 December 1992. We were watching the unfolding of the entire drama for 1 month, and PV Narasimha Rao.
You just said you're sitting with Narasimha Rao.
I want to bring to your note. He also, whenever he was in trouble and his government was facing problems from within, the BJP would move a no confidence motion, and suddenly the Congress party had to come together to defend Mr. PV Narasimha Rao.
The new trend in Lutyens media, Renu, there is a new trend in Lutyens media. Every journalist claims to have had deep conversations with former Prime Minister who are no longer alive.
No,
some even write books about it and claim they had these great discussions. They know the Prime Minister's mind. The Prime Minister called them, asked them, told me what I should do, took their advice, blah, blah. Now the question is, Renu. Now, Renu, listen to me. I'm getting Ratan Sharda. The question is...
Don't monopolize, Renu.
You question also...
Please don't trivialize the whole issue. Don't trivialize.
No, we are not
now let me
trivializing.
respond.
You are
First of all, Congress name comment that it is personal, that is personal, based a personal opinion is totally devious. अरे भैया हो गया आपका रेणु जी हो गया please allow others to speak.
What was something great?
Miss Renu, don't show your loyalty to Congress by not allowing others to speak.
BJP on this issue.
Please let others speak. Don't keep on blabbering. Let us speak.
Because you are going
Miss
on
Renu, allow others to speak, please. You made your point. You made your point. Now let me start. Let me start. First of all, Congress always makes a commitment, makes an excuse that this is हो गया भैया हो गया सुन लिया आपने जब इसको मणि को कह दिया स्कॉलर है तो बाकी सब हो गया अब कहने दीजिए मुझे फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कांग्रेस एक्सक्यूज I am not, I am a gawar. You know, I am a Rakshas, you know that. I am a Rakshas.
Renu, don't do this.
I am a Rakshas.
Renu, warning number one.
Warning I am a Rakshas as per Surjewala.
You will hear this if you don't allow me to speak.
Yes, I am a Rakshas as per Surjewala. I am a Rakshas. So, you know how Rakshas does? Rakshas shouts. He will abuse. I don't abuse. I am a better Rakshas. Now let me speak. Let me speak now. The Congress excuse.
Declarations of Rakshas.
You call me Rakshas.
Please, now Renu, now don't overdo it. Please.
Non-stop.
Thank you.
Non-stop. Okay.
Continue,
First of all,
you also become
Congress. The Congress excuse that these people in personal comments is very foolish because Digvijay when said that Isro scientists don't get a salary. Did Congress stop him? When Digvijay Singh made silly comments, you said personal comment. When Surjewala called the voters of BJP as Rakshas, nobody objected. So all these top leaders have personal opinion. So why the Congress leaders? They are not. Now coming to erudite Mani Shankar.
Let's talk about Narasimha Rao.
In Congress, there is no place for non-Nehru people. Shastriji was never given a place. Subhashji was never, Netaji was never given a place. Patel was never given a place. Madan Mohan Malviya was never given a place. So these leaders don't find a place because it doesn't suit the Nehru-Gandhi narrative. So the Nehru family won't allow any non-Nehru to take the shine of the Congress party. Mr. P.V. Narasimha Rao, the biggest reformer who saved the Congress party from blushes, who carried on a minority government for 5 years, completed the term and brought out the maximum changes. For Mani Shankar Aiyar, who's a born communist, for him, liberal economics was an anathema. Naturally, he does not like Narasimha Rao. So the left fringe of Congress does not like P.V. Narasimha Rao. Now, the skill of Narasimha Rao to carry on a government with a minority all across 5 years and bring in maximum reforms is not appreciated by them. Because they believe in only listening to Nehru family, and that is the reason he is not allowed. Honor even his death.
Without the support of Gandhi family, he would never have become the Prime Minister of India. He's a secular Prime Minister.
Mani Shankar Aiyar Prime Minister. Savarkar's plaque in Andaman.
By saying Mani Shankar Aiyar, we cannot change it.
The fact is, he was denied a state funeral. One minute. He was denied Ratan Sharda. He was denied a state funeral. And Sitaram Kesri was locked up in the bathroom of the Congress party. Sitaram Kesri, according to popular reports, we all know, and one minute, was locked up in the bathroom of the Congress party and told to resign. By a bunch of psychopaths who wanted to please Sonia Gandhi. That is the history of your party, Mr. Mika.
And this Mani Shankar Aiyar also supported Pakistan in 1966.
Subrashta and Sanju now, thank you.
He supported communist
Mr. Mika.
And he removed the plaque of Savarkar from Andaman cell. And you will say it's personal opinion. Nobody can.
Narasimha Rao Congress
leader of
Mr. Mika. Thank you, Mr. Mika and Sanju and Subrashta.
Arnab, I won't join the shouting.
You're a Congress leader.
Let me speak. See, the simple thing is, I'll tell you, I'll give you a disclaimer also. I worked very closely with Mani Shankar Aiyar. I admire him for 100 other things. But I know he is a motor mouth.
My sympathies.
He's arrogant with intellect. And he doesn't reflect Congress party. Congress party will have 100 streams of thoughts in it. And Shankar Aiyar, like motor mouths, will also be there.
He reflects the thoughts of the Congress party, sir.
What?
Yes, he reflects the thoughts of the Congress party, because in 2017, October 11th, 7:47 p.m., he said, there are only two people who can be Congress president. Mother or son.
That he can say, you can say, I can say. 100 people can say 100 things. But that's not how the Congress works.
He said this.
And wait a minute.
Exactly
the point is, wait. I am not, I am not completely throwing Shankar Aiyar and getting away with it. I disagree with him. I disagree with his motor mouth abilities. I disagree with his ways of...
But there is not one statement questioning him. Subrashta, this man has said in the past, I'm just coming to you, Sanju. He has said, I'll tell you, 1 minute, I'll tell you what he said. He has said, and you call him erudite. Let me tell you what you call erudite. He says, let me give you a lesson on history. When Shah Jahan, after him Jahangir came, did Jahangir win an election? Right? Aurangzeb came after Shah Jahan. Did Aurangzeb win an election? I am not comparing. These are the words of Shankar Aiyar. Shankar Aiyar said, the son of a king will become the king.
He's more a bureaucrat than a
politician. You call him erudite?
I am telling you as a
congressman.
Shankar Aiyar is a motor mouth.
Then issue a statement.
The view of the Congress party.
Or prepare for the judgment of the country. And I'm getting Subrashta into the debate. Subrashta is on the debate.
Arnab, let us try and dissect the man Shankar Aiyar is and the politics of silence that is being practiced by the Vadra Congress. Shankar Aiyar keeps making these inane statements and the Vadra Congress keeps shut. Then there are spokespersons here on your channel who
it's Congress party.
Oh, I might disagree.
It's a Congress party.
Wait a minute.
But then he's an erudite scholar.
No, you should not see that.
And then the fact that I disagree with his statement.
This is wrong.
But my question, I don't know, Arnab, have I said anything that should rile them up so much?
Is it God se Janata Party?
I haven't
people
even
have taken
made,
us granted,
I have not even made my statement.
Our party is Congress party.
You made your
Mr.
protest.
Sabharwal, I have immense respect for you. I have immense respect for you for the personal credibility you bring to the debates. But Mr. Sabharwal, please hear me out. My view is also the view of many other people in the country. Please hear me out, sir. Sir, I am not going to take lessons of correctness from you. This is my view, my personal view. If you disagree with me, please fight it out. But you need to fight it out with the electorates of this country, not particularly me as one individual sitting in a panel.
No.
The politics of silence that the Vadra Congress follows, the politics of silence that Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi especially follow when it comes to incidents like this and when it comes to statements like this is very telling. Shankar Aiyar is notorious for his extremely elitist remarks, which has disgruntled a lot of voters in this country. When he made that Chai Wala Jibe in 2013, BJP came up with an entirely different campaign module called Chai Pe Charcha, and we all know what happened after that. History was created. Let us also understand that Shankar Aiyar has never been, ever been generous with his remarks on any leader who has come up the ranks with their hard work. The way in which he has talked about PV Narasimha Rao is not an affront to the ex-Prime Minister Mr. Rao. It's an affront to many hard-working Indians who make it to the top with their sheer grit and merit. And look at the way in which certain journalists, Arnab, on your channel are trying to justify what Mr. Shankar Aiyar said by not just calling him erudite, but by basically insinuating that PV Narasimha Rao was always with the BJP. I mean, what nonsense are we discussing? Where was the Congress party then? Did they not have brains then when PV Narasimha Rao was the Prime Minister? Should they have not?
We were there on the spot.
The anti-party
we did reporting on the spot, and we have been watching and covering the government for a long time.
Congress Prime Minister.
Unless people like you who come and pontificate and are called columnists and who are all RSS-backed people who believe that they have to say what the BJP and the RSS wants.
spokespersons
He
like
participated in the independence movement.
You have to
But I'm telling you, if Sambit Patra has been fielded in the press conference by the BJP and the BJP has made it a political issue, then actually the question goes to Sanju. The Congress party should also issue a statement, either sack him, because the Congress party has in the past sacked someone who said Rahul Gandhi is a joker. And the Congress party has expelled a former MP who said all parents want their children to excel, but not every son lives up to the expectations.
It's so funny.
BJP should be happy about it.
Issue a clarification, I say, Sanju. Sanju, issue a clarification. Congress, I say, issue a clarification.
No,
Halla Bulla is okay, there's Halla Bulla over it. You issue a clarification, there won't be what is Halla Bulla. How can you say Halla Bulla?
Why are you so upset? Why are you so upset? Because you should be happy.
It's not Halla.
BJP.
Why is this lady rambling on?
Halla Bullu. Please get your language right.
You are
yes.
so upset about it. I don't know why. It's a tribute to the
I am not upset at all.
And of course you are. You are saying issue clarification, deny it, do this. Why should they? It's the party's job to do what they
issue
want.
clarification.
I mean, you are nobody to dictate to them. And fielding Sambit Patra can't be the ultimate in life. You know?
May I please come in, Arnab? You have to moderate the debate.
I'm just an independent-minded man with my own views, unlike you. Sanju responding.
Can I come on now?
That's what, Sanju. Then my quick heel commercial break. Sanju.
You are constantly interrupting.
You just want to fight with Sanju Verma all the time. Sanju, please respond. Sanju.
Sanju Verma doesn't deserve anybody to fight.
Okay.
Because she
fine.
brings out a handout from the BJP. That's all.
Okay, fine. Sanju Verma
doesn't. Sanju, please continue. Sanju, come on, Sanju.
But don't interrupt us when we are talking while you are...
Arnab, this is not fair.
Thank you very much. Thank you incredibly. Thank you a lot. That's brilliant. Thank you very much. And as I can say, I can speak over you unless you stop speaking. Thank you, Sanju Verma.
Arnab, I find it amusing. This lady says Sanju Verma does not deserve this, does not deserve that. But each time on your show, she spends 90% of her time talking about me. Please stop your compulsive obsession with me. It does not look right. Now, I will just say one thing, Arnab. If you look at...
On the point.
Okay, I will just say one thing to you, Arnab. If you look at Sambit Patra's, press conference, I think he nailed it when he said that Shankar Aiyar actually represents the 3 P's which the Prime Minister is so blatantly against. Parivarvad, Pakshpat and trying to be a patron of Pakistan. You look at Shankar Aiyar's book where he's made some quotes out of his book in his conversation with Veer Sanghvi. He said the Modi government does not have the guts to engage in a dialogue with Pakistan. Excuse me, Mr. Aiyar, please jog your memory. I know it's a bit jaded at this point in time. It is the BJP government which carried out a surgical strike under the aegis of Prime Minister Modi in 2016. And then we carried out the Balakot strike in 2019, going 30 kilometers deep inside the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa area, which no government has done till date. So BJP does not need lessons on how to handle Pakistan.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think there's an opportunity for a clarification, and a clarification is in order. I thank you all very much, and now time. Before I go into the quick heel commercial break, I want to remind you that the incredible Madhavan, whose film Rocketry has got the National Award for the Best Feature Film, is joining me in 30 seconds after the quick heel break.